Welcome, dear soul. You may not know it yet, but the very fact that you found yourself here, in this moment, reading these words, is no accident. This moment has been crafted by forces beyond your understanding, leading you to this precise point in time. There are no coincidences, only divine alignment. Everything in your life, every experience, every challenge, every joy has been preparing you for this moment of awakening. What you are about to hear may surprise you, even challenge the way you view your life and the world around you. But know this: these words have found their way to you for a reason, and that reason is far greater than you can imagine. You are ready for something bigger. The universe has been quietly guiding you, shifting events, placing signs along your path, all leading you to this very message. And now, you stand at the threshold of a profound revelation. If you've made it this far, know that you are not like everyone else. You are among the chosen ones, those who are ready to embrace their higher calling. But how do you know if you are truly chosen? The answer lies deep within your heart. As you continue reading, if you feel a deep resonance, an unshakable knowing that this message is for you, then trust that feeling. Your soul has already decided to stay and listen, because it knows that you are ready to receive this message. Not everyone is prepared to hear the truth. Some may turn away, too consumed by the noise of the world, unable to see beyond the illusions. And that's okay. We all awaken in our own time. But if you're still here, it means that you have been chosen to embark on this journey with me. Together, we will decode the mysteries of the cosmos and unlock the deeper truths hidden within your very being. Now, before we continue, I want to ask you for a sign of commitment. If you're truly ready to embrace your role as a chosen one, type 777 in the comments below. This is your way of signaling to the universe that you are open, receptive, and ready to receive the full power of this message. As you do, feel the energy shift within you. Allow these words to sink deep into your soul and vibrate with the angelic frequencies that are present here. Play this video or read these words again and again, for repetition is a powerful tool. Let them echo within you until they become a part of your very essence. Give them time to settle in your heart and your mind, and you will soon begin to see the world in a new light. Have you ever felt that life was speaking to you? That the universe was whispering in your ear, sending you signs and signals, gently nudging you in a specific direction? Perhaps you've noticed recurring numbers like 444 or 222. These are not mere coincidences. These are divine messages sent from the universe, urging you to pay attention. The universe speaks to us in many ways, often in the form of synchronicities, those seemingly random moments that align so perfectly they cannot be chance. Maybe you've met someone at just the right time, or a book fell off the shelf in front of you that contained exactly what you needed to hear. These synchronicities are not accidents. They are cosmic breadcrumbs, carefully placed along your path to guide you toward your higher purpose. If you reflect on your life, you may begin to see a pattern. Certain themes, symbols, and experiences have been repeating themselves, urging you to wake up and see the bigger picture. These are the whispers of the universe, and now they are growing louder. It's time to listen. You are being guided towards something extraordinary, a new chapter of your life that is about to unfold. As you read this, take a moment to reflect on the synchronicities that have appeared in your life recently. What messages have been sent your way? What doors have been opening? Trust that these experiences are not random. They are the universe's way of leading you to your destiny. Have you felt a deep, unshakable sense that something is about to change in your life? Perhaps you've sensed a shift in the energy around you, a growing feeling of anticipation, like you're on the verge of something significant. This feeling is not your imagination. It is the universe preparing you for your awakening. You are entering a new phase of consciousness, one that will lift the veil of illusion and allow you to see the world with new clarity. This process of awakening often begins with discomfort, as your old ways of thinking and being are challenged. You may feel a sense of disconnection from those around you, as though you no longer fit into the world you once knew. But know this. This is a sign that you are evolving. The society we live in often pressures us to conform, to suppress our uniqueness and blend into the crowd. But deep within you, there has always been a voice, a quiet but persistent voice that has urged you to break free from these constraints. That voice is the divine within you, and it is now growing louder, calling you to step into your true power. This process may not always be easy. There will be moments of doubt and confusion, times when you wonder if you're truly on the right path. But the universe is no longer whispering to you. It is shouting your name. The signs around you are intensifying, urging you to pay attention. Do not dismiss these feelings. They are confirmation that you are on the verge of something truly transformative. Perhaps you've already begun to make changes in your life, letting go of toxic relationships, shedding old habits, or clearing out mental clutter. These shifts are necessary. You are creating space for the new, for the opportunities and experiences that will align with your higher self. Trust that the universe is preparing you for a leap forward. It's a beautiful, often painful process of letting go of the old and welcoming the new. Have you ever felt that the universe wasn't listening to your desires? That no matter how hard you tried, things just weren't falling into place? It's easy to feel stuck when our goals seem out of reach, but trust me when I say this, everything is happening according to divine timing. The universe operates on a timeline far more perfect than our human minds can comprehend. Your ego may crave control. It may yearn for predictability and immediate results, but true spiritual growth requires patience. Every delay, every setback, is serving a greater purpose in your journey. It is aligning you with the right people, the right circumstances, and the right opportunities that will ultimately lead you to your destiny. Think back to those moments when you felt like nothing was happening, like your life was stagnant. Days, weeks, or even months may have passed without any clear progress, and you may have wondered if the universe had forgotten about you. It's natural to feel frustrated during those periods of stillness. But now, with the benefit of hindsight, can you see how those delays were actually preparing you for something greater? Often, it's in those quiet moments of waiting that the most important work is being done, on a soul level, beneath the surface. The universe uses this time to align the right people, opportunities, and circumstances in ways that may not yet be visible to you. Sometimes we need those moments of stillness to reflect, to heal, or to gather the strength we need for the next phase of our journey. Think of it as a seed planted in the earth. Even though you can't see it growing, it's quietly taking root, preparing to sprout when the time is right. The universe always knows what you need before you even ask. Maybe you were meant to experience a period of stagnation to learn patience or to develop resilience. Perhaps the delay gave you time to discover something about yourself that you wouldn't have learned otherwise. Often, when we look back, we realize that the very things we thought were holding us back were actually creating space for something even better than we could have imagined. The timing may not be what you expected, but it is always perfect. The universe operates on its own divine timeline, which often doesn't align with our human desires for instant results. But trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. When things finally shift, you'll realize that the waiting wasn't wasted time. It was essential preparation. Every delay, every obstacle, every pause has been part of the process of shaping you into the person you need to become in order to receive the blessings that are coming your way. Your journey is unique, and the obstacles you faced were not random. They were lessons. Each one designed to help you grow, to push you toward greater self-awareness and deeper alignment with your true purpose. Every experience, whether joyful or painful, has shaped you into the person you are today. We live in a world that glorifies control. We are taught from a young age that we must plan, predict, and control every aspect of our lives to ensure success. But the truth is, the more we try to control, the more resistance we create. Surrender is not about giving up. It's about letting go of the need to control every outcome and trusting that the universe is guiding you exactly where you need to go. Imagine swimming in a river. When you fight the current, when you try to swim upstream, it becomes exhausting. But when you surrender to the flow, you are carried effortlessly to your destination. This is the essence of surrender, allowing life to unfold naturally, without resistance. The act of surrender requires faith. It requires you to release the need for certainty and embrace the unknown. Certainty is an illusion. Life is inherently unpredictable, and attempting to control every twist and turn only leads to frustration and anxiety. By surrendering, you open yourself up to the infinite possibilities that the universe has to offer. Surrender does not mean giving up or becoming passive. It's not about accepting defeat, but rather about letting go of the need to control outcomes. It's about trusting that the universe has a bigger plan in motion, one that might be far greater than anything you could plan for yourself. When you cling too tightly to your own expectations or insist that things must happen in a specific way, you limit the universe's ability to work its magic in your life. Surrendering allows space for the unexpected, for miracles, and for new paths to open that you hadn't even considered. Surrendering also requires trust. Trust in yourself, in the process, and in the universe. It's believing that even though you may not have all the answers right now, they will reveal themselves at the right time. It's knowing that you are supported, even in the moments when you feel lost or unsure. The universe is always working behind the scenes, orchestrating events and aligning opportunities in ways that you may not immediately understand. But with time, you'll see how everything was unfolding perfectly. In this space of surrender, you allow yourself to be led by your intuition. You start to listen to the subtle signs and signals that the universe sends your way. Rather than forcing things to happen, you begin to recognize when it's time to act and when it's time to wait. Surrendering doesn't mean you stop pursuing your goals. It means you approach them with an open heart and a flexible mindset, allowing for divine timing and guidance to play their part. Surrendering also means letting go of attachments. We often become so attached to specific outcomes, to certain people or situations, that we close ourselves off to the flow of life. But when you release these attachments, when you let go of the need to control how things should unfold, you create space for new opportunities to flow into your life. Trust that the universe knows what is best for you, even when it doesn't align with your expectations. This doesn't mean you sit back and do nothing. Surrendering is an active process. It involves inspired action, action that is guided by intuition rather than fear or control. Pay attention to the signs around you, follow your inner guidance, and take steps toward your goals without clinging to how you think things should unfold. When you do this, you will find that life becomes more effortless, more joyful, and more aligned with your true essence. In a world that values instant gratification, the lesson of patience can be a difficult one to embrace. But for those chosen to embark on a spiritual journey, patience holds immense power. The period of waiting is not a denial of your desires, but a necessary phase of growth and preparation. During this time, the universe is aligning everything in your favor, ensuring that you are vibrationally ready for the blessings about to come. Have you ever planted a seed and expected it to sprout overnight? Of course not. You understand that growth takes time. The same principle applies to your dreams and aspirations. Just because you cannot see the results yet does not mean they aren't happening. The universe is working behind the scenes, nurturing your desires, preparing them to bloom at the right moment. Surrendering to divine timing means letting go of the need for control and focusing on what you can influence: your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. By raising your vibration and aligning yourself with trust, you open the door for the universe to deliver what is meant for you. Your thoughts, feelings, and actions are powerful tools that shape your reality. When you fill your mind with positivity, gratitude, and faith, you elevate your vibration, which in turn attracts experiences, people, and opportunities that resonate with this higher frequency. This is the energy that the universe responds to. The more you align yourself with trust, the more you signal to the universe that you are ready to receive what is meant for you. It's important to recognize that surrendering to divine timing doesn't mean abandoning your dreams or aspirations. It means approaching them with patience and trust, knowing that the universe is orchestrating everything behind the scenes to bring you exactly what you need when the time is right. Often, what we perceive as delays are actually moments of preparation, opportunities for growth and reflection that help us become the person who can fully embrace the blessings to come. In these moments of waiting, it's crucial to focus on what you can do. You can cultivate self-awareness, nurture your well-being, and take inspired action when the time feels right. You can continue to work on yourself, clearing away any fears, doubts, or limiting beliefs that may be holding you back from fully stepping into the life that's waiting for you. This inner work is a form of surrender. It's trusting that the universe is taking care of the how while you focus on preparing yourself to receive. Too often, we are conditioned to believe that power is something external, something we must seek, earn, or prove. But the truth is, true power resides within you. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the creator of your reality. Your reality is a reflection of your thoughts, emotions, and energy. When you awaken to this truth, you will recognize the immense power you hold. You have the ability to manifest extraordinary changes in your life by consciously choosing the energy you project into the world. Choose to exude positivity, love, and compassion. What you give out will inevitably return to you. By embracing your inner power, you become a magnet for the experiences and opportunities that align with your true essence. You are the chosen one, and the universe is waiting for you to step into your brilliance. As you begin to cultivate this inner power, you will notice a shift in your energy. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable will lose their power over you. You will find that everything flows more harmoniously when you align with the universe, and you will no longer need to chase after what is meant for you. A life infused with purpose and passion is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. When you align your actions with your core values and passions, you ignite a sense of fulfillment that permeates every aspect of your existence. To create such a life requires introspection, courage, and the willingness to explore what truly lights you up. Begin by reflecting on the activities, experiences, and causes that resonate with you deeply. What brings you joy? What issues ignite a fire within you? These reflections are key to uncovering your passions. As you explore these questions, allow yourself to dream big. Envision a life where you actively engage in what you love, where each day feels like a step toward your purpose. This vision serves as a beacon, guiding your actions and decisions. Once you've identified your passions, it's time to take inspired action. This may involve setting specific goals, seeking new experiences, or surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who inspire you. Each small step you take contributes to the larger picture of your life, gradually aligning you with your purpose. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Celebrate your progress and remain open to the lessons that arise along the way. As we come to the end of this message, I want to remind you that your journey is unique and divinely guided. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Every experience, every challenge, every joy has led you to this moment, and the best is yet to come. Repeat this affirmation as you move forward. I am aligned with the universe, and I trust my journey. Let these words become a mantra that guides you through the ups and downs of life. Trust that the universe is conspiring in your favor, that every step you take is leading you closer to your highest potential. You are the chosen one, and the universe is cheering you on every step of the way. Embrace your power, trust in divine timing, and know that you are destined for greatness. The path may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. In this journey of life, we are all guided by forces greater than ourselves. The universe whispers to us, sending signs, synchronicities, and experiences that nudge us toward our higher calling. The key to unlocking our true potential lies in listening to these whispers, trusting in divine timing, and surrendering to the flow of life. You are not here by accident. You have been chosen to awaken, to step into your true power, and to embrace the life you were always meant to lead. The universe is on your side, guiding you every step of the way. Trust in the process, follow the signs, and know that you are exactly where you need to be. Remember, you are the creator of your reality. Every thought, every emotion, every action carries weight. Choose love, choose compassion, and choose to shine your light brightly in a world that desperately needs it. The universe is waiting for you to step into your brilliance. The time is now. Embrace your journey, for the best is yet to come. Trust that you are on the path to something extraordinary, and as you continue to follow the signs, you will see how the universe is guiding you every step of the way. Thank you for being here, for opening your heart and mind to this message. Your presence is a gift, and I am grateful to be a part of your spiritual journey. If this message has resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel so we can continue walking this path together. By subscribing, you will ensure that you receive more insights, guidance, and encouragement as we explore the mysteries of the universe and unlock your highest potential. Remember, the universe is cheering you on, always. Stay connected, stay open, and let your light shine. The best is truly yet to come. Imagine this for a moment. Every heartbreak you've endured, every sleepless night spent wrestling with doubt, every moment you questioned your worth, it has all been preparing you for this very moment. Not just this video, not just this fleeting instant, but this entire lifetime. You are not here by accident. You've felt it, haven't you? That subtle yet undeniable pull. That inexplicable sense whispering that there is something different about you. Something extraordinary. But what if I told you that the struggles, the chaos, the pain, they weren't random? They were signs. Signs that you are among the most powerful chosen ones. But let's pause. Let's begin where it truly matters, with the first and most important question. Do you feel like you don't belong in this world? Not in a way that makes you sad or lost, but in a way that quietly suggests you were made for something beyond this. Sign number 1, the hidden fire within. The truth is, chosen ones often feel like strangers in an ordinary world. You might glance at the world around you, the predictable routines, the shallow conversations, the endless pursuit of material comforts, and feel a deep, unsettling disconnection. It's as if you're walking through life observing everything from a distance, sensing that there's something more, something deeper beneath the surface that others can't seem to see. But hear me clearly, this feeling is not a curse, it's a call to rise above the noise, to break free from the illusions of comfort and conformity, and to step boldly into the purpose you were designed for. What separates the chosen ones is their vision. We don't just see the world for what it is, we see it for what it could become. We sense possibilities where others see limitations. We feel the weight of untapped potential in every interaction, every injustice, every moment of stillness. And this deeper awareness isn't by accident. It's the first undeniable sign that you are among the most powerful chosen ones. Your inner flame refuses to be extinguished. No matter how many storms life has hurled at you, the fire inside you keeps burning. Maybe it's your dreams that won't let go of you. Maybe it's a vision for something greater, a passion that refuses to die, or an unshakable will to keep moving forward. Whatever it is, there's something inside you that refuses to be silenced. Even when you've been knocked down, once, twice, 100 times, you rise. But let me share a deeper truth. That inner fire isn't just resilience, it's purpose. Think about it. Why would the universe test you so fiercely if you weren't meant to overcome it all? Why would you be given this relentless strength if there wasn't a greater reason for your existence? Every heartbreak, every setback, every failure, it wasn't sent to break you. It was sent to forge you, to shape you into the person capable of carrying out a purpose far bigger than you can imagine. Let's make this personal. Reflect on the hardest moment you've ever faced. Was it betrayal by someone you trusted? A devastating loss that left you breathless? A failure so profound it shattered your confidence? Now ask yourself this: did it destroy me, or did it prepare me? Because here's the truth about chosen ones. We don't crumble under pressure. We transform. Every scar becomes a story of survival. Every setback becomes a stepping stone to growth. Every disappointment becomes a redirection, guiding you closer to your true calling. And here's the most sacred secret I need you to understand. That relentless drive you feel, that fire pushing you to keep going even when you're exhausted, that didn't come from you alone. It was placed within you, a divine spark gifted to you the very moment you were born. You didn't earn it. You can't lose it. It's simply who you are. But that brings us to a question that only you can answer. What are you doing with that fire? It's not enough to simply survive. You were not chosen to merely get by. You were chosen to thrive, to lead, to awaken, to create. So how are you using the fire within you to shape the world around you? Are you feeding it with bold action and courageous choices? Or are you dimming it to fit into spaces too small for your spirit? Because here's the truth. That fire was never meant to be contained. It wasn't given to you to keep you warm and comfortable. It was given to you to set the world ablaze, to spark change, to inspire others, to light the way for those still trapped in darkness. But here's the part most people won't tell you. If you don't use that fire, it will turn inward. The very thing that was meant to empower you can become the source of frustration, restlessness, and even pain if you ignore it. Because chosen ones are not meant to sit still. We are meant to move, to create, to build, to lead. So I ask you again, what are you doing with that fire? Are you letting it burn freely, guiding you toward your purpose? Or are you letting fear, doubt, and comfort smother it? Because this fire is your greatest gift, but it is also your greatest responsibility. The world is waiting for your light, waiting for your voice, waiting for the impact only you can make. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting to feel ready. Start now. Feed the fire. Let it burn brighter. Let it lead you. Because the world doesn't need more people going through the motions. It needs more fire. And that fire is you. Sign number 2, living with purpose and power. Being chosen isn't about merely surviving life's challenges. It's about thriving in the face of them. It's about rising above the noise and the chaos, embracing your unique gifts and using them to create something far greater than yourself. You were not placed here to simply exist. You were not meant to drift through life, conforming to the world's expectations. No, you were called to stand out, to rise up, and to fulfill a purpose that reaches far beyond your own life. So, let me ask you this. Are you truly chasing your highest potential, or are you shrinking to fit into a world that was never meant to contain you? It's a difficult question, but it's one that demands your honest reflection. Too often, we dim our light to make others comfortable. We shrink our dreams to avoid standing out, to avoid criticism or rejection. But chosen ones don't settle. They don't water themselves down to fit into spaces that were never meant for them. Chosen ones understand something profoundly important. Your inner fire wasn't given to you just to light your own path. It was given to you to illuminate the world. And that brings us to one of the most undeniable signs that you are among the chosen. You carry a deep, unexplainable connection to others. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt the energy shift? Maybe the atmosphere became lighter, warmer, calmer. Or perhaps people have told you, without prompting, that they feel safe around you, that your presence brings them peace, clarity, or comfort. This isn't about ego. It's not about charisma or being the center of attention. It's something far deeper. It's energy. Chosen ones carry a unique, magnetic energy. It's not something that can be taught or faked. It's born from experience, from enduring pain, heartbreak, failure, and still choosing to stand tall. It's the result of being tested and broken, yet emerging stronger, softer, and wiser. And in that breaking, in that burning away of everything superficial, we've become vessels for something far greater than ourselves. But here's where the paradox lies. Your openness is both your greatest strength and your greatest vulnerability. The same light that draws people to you can also attract those who are not meant to stay. Some people are drawn to your energy because they sense your strength, your compassion, your understanding. But not everyone who is drawn to you has pure intentions. Some are there to drain you, to take without giving, to pull from your light without ever contributing to it. Others may test your boundaries, seeing how much of yourself you're willing to give away before you recognize the need to protect your energy. And so I must ask you, who are you allowing into your sacred space? This is not a question of judgment, but one of discernment. Even the strongest among us need protection. Even the brightest flames need shielding from the cold winds of doubt, negativity, and distraction. Your energy is not infinite. It is sacred. It is powerful. But it must be nurtured and protected. It's easy to give and give, thinking that it's our responsibility to heal and help everyone who crosses our path. But the truth is, not everyone is meant to walk this journey with you. Not everyone deserves access to your heart, your mind, or your spirit. Boundaries are not barriers. They are gates. Gates that allow in those who align with your purpose and gently close to those who seek to harm or drain you. So, take a moment to reflect. Are you surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, who challenge you to grow, who add to your light? Or are you allowing people into your life who take and take, leaving you feeling empty, drained, and lost? Because here's what I need you to understand. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It's necessary. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot light the way for others if your own flame is flickering. And remember this. Your light is too precious to be dimmed by people who cannot handle its brilliance. So guard your heart, protect your spirit, nurture your soul, because the world needs your light to shine as brightly as it possibly can. Sign number 3, the unshakable sense of purpose. Here's the third, and perhaps the most profound sign that you are among the chosen. You feel an unshakable sense of purpose, even if you don't fully understand it yet. There's a quiet, persistent voice within you, a gentle but constant knowing that you are here for something greater, something significant, something that could change the world. Maybe you can't explain it. Maybe you've never been able to put it into words. But that feeling has always been there, hasn't it? A whisper in your soul that refuses to be silenced. Yet despite feeling this deep calling, you might find yourself wondering, but what exactly is it? What am I supposed to do? You've probably tried different paths, pursued different careers, formed relationships, chased various dreams, only to feel like none of them quite fit. Like wearing shoes that aren't made for you, no matter how much you try to break them in. And maybe, just maybe, this has left you feeling restless or even frustrated. You might have questioned yourself, wondering if you're failing because nothing seems to align. But what if I told you that this restlessness isn't a sign of failure at all? What if it's proof that your purpose is bigger than you can currently comprehend? Here's a truth that took me years to understand. Purpose isn't about knowing, it's about trusting. Trusting that every step, even the missteps, the detours, and the dead ends, are leading you somewhere meaningful. Trusting that the universe, God, or whatever higher power you believe in, is working in your favor, even when it feels like everything is falling apart. You see, we live in a world that constantly demands certainty. We're told we need a clear plan, a 5-year roadmap, and measurable goals. But true purpose doesn't work like that. Purpose is not always a clear destination. It's a journey, a series of small steps, each one revealing more of the path ahead. But here's where it gets challenging. We often wait. We wait for clarity. We wait for permission. We wait for the perfect time. But let me challenge you with this. What if you stopped waiting for clarity and started acting with faith? What if you trusted that the very act of moving forward, even when you don't have all the answers, is what will eventually lead you to where you're meant to be. Because here's the truth. Purpose isn't something you find. It's something you create. It's not hidden behind some locked door you need to unlock. It's not waiting for you on some distant horizon. It's right here, right now. It's in the way you treat the people around you, with kindness, compassion, and love. It's in the way you choose courage over comfort, even when it terrifies you. It's in the risks you take, the passions you pursue, and the authenticity you bring to every situation. Purpose is built in the ordinary moments, not just the extraordinary ones. So, let me ask you, if you knew without a doubt that you were chosen for greatness, how would you live differently? Would you stop holding back? Would you finally start that project you've been dreaming about? Would you speak your truth without fear of judgment? Would you take that leap of faith, trusting that the net will appear? Think about it. How many dreams have you delayed because you were waiting to feel ready? How many opportunities have you passed up because you doubted yourself? But here's something you need to hear. You will never feel fully ready. And that's okay. You're not supposed to. Because purpose doesn't require you to be ready. It requires you to be willing. Willing to take the first step. Willing to stumble. Willing to grow. Every great journey begins with a step forward into the unknown. And yes, it might be uncomfortable. It might even be scary. But every step you take will build momentum. Every action you take will bring more clarity. You were chosen for this life, for this moment, for this calling. So I ask you again, if you truly believed you were destined for greatness, how would you live today? Would you rise earlier to work on your dreams? Would you stop shrinking yourself to fit into spaces too small for your spirit? Would you speak life into others, knowing your words carry weight and healing? This is your permission. Stop waiting. Start creating. Because every moment you delay, the world is missing out on the impact only you can make. You don't need to know every detail of the journey. You just need to begin. Sign number 4, becoming the light. Chosen ones are not here to live ordinary lives. We are not here to blend in, to follow the crowd, or to settle for mediocrity. We are here to lead, to awaken others, to create legacies that outlive us, to ignite flames in souls that are still asleep. But let's be honest, this path is not an easy one. Stepping into your power comes with great responsibility. It demands more from you than most people are willing to give. It requires you to rise above fear, self-doubt, and the comfort of familiarity. It calls you to live boldly, to step forward even when your knees tremble, and to shine brightly even when the darkness feels overwhelming. It means no longer hiding, no longer waiting, no longer dimming your light to make others comfortable. It means becoming the light, even when it feels safer to stay in the shadows. And so I must ask you, what part of yourself have you been hiding? Is it your creativity, your voice, your compassion, your leadership? Think about it. How many times have you silenced your ideas out of fear they wouldn't be accepted? How often have you hesitated to share your truth because you worried it wouldn't be enough? But here's a truth you need to hear and believe with every fiber of your being. Your vulnerability is your greatest strength. The parts of you that feel broken, imperfect, or uncertain, those are the parts that make you real. And it's not perfection that inspires people. It's authenticity. People don't need you to have all the answers. They don't need you to be flawless. What they need is to see someone who dares to show up exactly as they are, raw, honest, and human. They need to see that it's possible to be both flawed and extraordinary at the same time. But let me be clear. Recognizing your gifts is not enough. You must act. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting to feel ready. Because here's the truth. The perfect moment will never come. There will always be reasons to wait. Doubts, fears, what-ifs. But none of those reasons are enough to justify staying small. So, start. Write the book that's been on your heart for years. Create the art that speaks your truth. Launch the business that could change lives. Speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. Because when you do, when you step forward in faith, the universe will rise to meet you. Doors will open, opportunities will appear, people will show up to support you, not by accident, not by luck, but because you finally aligned with your purpose. And here's the greatest truth of all. The world doesn't need more noise. It doesn't need more empty words, more surface-level conversations, or more people pretending to be something they're not. The world needs more light, and that light is you. Your perspective, your voice, your energy, your story. No one else can offer what you have. No one else can carry the message you were born to deliver. So, I'll leave you with this. What will you do with the gift of being chosen? Will you rise? Will you lead? Will you step into your calling with courage and conviction? Because the world is waiting. Will you answer the call? Thank you so much for being here and sharing this moment with me. If this message spoke to your soul, if it awakened something within you, I invite you to join this journey of growth and purpose. Subscribe to this channel for more inspiring content designed to empower you to step fully into your divine calling. And if this message resonated with you, please like this video and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Until next time, keep shining. To be chosen by God is an unparalleled honor, but it carries a weight that few can comprehend. It is not a badge of superiority, but a divine calling that transforms every aspect of one's life. For those set apart by the Lord, the path is not paved with ease, but with profound spiritual depth. The chosen walk a unique journey, their lives reshaped by battles unseen, revelations profound, and responsibilities immense. While the world sleeps in peace, God's chosen ones engage in nightly encounters that are anything but ordinary. These moments in the stillness of the night are filled with divine purpose, spiritual struggles, and heavenly revelations. They are nights of intercession, reflection, and preparation for the great tasks that lie ahead. Have you ever sensed that something extraordinary unfolds in the quiet hours when the world is at rest? For the chosen, these hours are sacred, marked by transformative encounters with God. Let us journey through the mysteries of the night and uncover the sacred experiences that define those called by God. The nights of God's chosen are marked by mysteries that are as profound as they are challenging, and the first of these is spiritual warfare. When the physical world falls silent, the spiritual realm often becomes intensely active. Ephesians 6:12 reminds us, "For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places." These battles are unseen, yet they are very real, testing the faith, resolve, and spiritual strength of those called by God. For the chosen, these battles frequently manifest in unsettling ways: vivid dreams that disturb the soul, intrusive thoughts that seek to derail faith, or sudden waves of fear that seem to come out of nowhere. Have you ever woken from a dream feeling as though you had just emerged from a battlefield, your spirit shaken and your heart heavy? These moments are not random. They are deliberate spiritual attacks meant to sow seeds of doubt, confusion, and despair. But take heart. God never leaves his chosen unequipped. In these moments of struggle, he provides divine tools to counter every attack: prayer, scripture, and unwavering faith. These are not just abstract concepts. They are weapons forged for spiritual battle. Prayer becomes a lifeline, a direct connection to the God who fights on our behalf. Scripture becomes a shield, a source of truth that repels the lies of the enemy. And faith becomes a fortress, an unshakable stronghold that anchors the chosen to God's promises. Ephesians 6:13-17 speaks of the armor of God, a spiritual defense system designed to protect the chosen in battle. From the belt of truth to the sword of the Spirit, every piece is crucial. As the chosen put on this armor, they are empowered to stand firm, resisting the enemy's attempts to weaken them. Through these nightly struggles, the chosen grow stronger. Each battle becomes an opportunity for spiritual growth, refining their faith and clarifying their purpose. The attacks meant to destroy them instead draw them closer to God, deepening their reliance on His strength. These moments of spiritual warfare are not meaningless. They are integral to the process of preparation for the greater work God has called His chosen to accomplish. The enemy's persistence is a testament to the importance of their calling. After all, he wouldn't attack if the chosen weren't a threat to his plans. One of the most profound experiences of the chosen is the sleepless nights filled with an undeniable sense of divine restlessness. While the world sleeps peacefully, the chosen often find themselves stirred by an urgency they cannot ignore. Have you ever laid awake in the stillness of the night, sensing that something beyond your understanding is unfolding in the spiritual realm? This is no coincidence. It is a sacred call, a divine invitation to prayer, reflection, or intercession. In Scripture, we see examples of this restlessness, such as in the life of Daniel. Known for his unwavering devotion to God, Daniel spent sleepless nights in fervent prayer, seeking wisdom and direction. In Daniel 9:4, he confesses, "I prayed to the Lord my God and confessed." These restless hours became moments of transformation as Daniel aligned his heart with God's divine purpose. Similarly, the chosen today are called to stand in the gap for others, even for those who may not be aware of their spiritual need. Romans 8:26 assures us that the Spirit Himself intercedes for us with groans that words cannot express. In these moments, the Holy Spirit empowers the chosen to intercede with clarity and conviction, even when words fail. Far from being a burden, these sleepless nights are a sacred gift. They are times of profound spiritual growth and divine intimacy. It is in these hours, when distractions are absent, that the chosen are refined and equipped for the great tasks ahead. Each prayer whispered in the dark, each moment of still reflection, becomes part of God's process of shaping and preparing His people. These restless nights are not random. They are deliberate. They are holy moments where the chosen can draw nearer to God, seeking His guidance and fulfilling their purpose as intercessors and servants in His kingdom. Have you experienced this divine restlessness? Perhaps it's time to embrace the sleepless hours as a sacred opportunity to partner with God in His work, allowing Him to strengthen your faith and align your heart with His will. In these quiet hours, the chosen are not alone. They are held in God's presence, being prepared for the great purposes He has ordained for their lives. Throughout Scripture, the night serves as a sacred canvas where God paints visions of destiny, guidance, and revelation. Dreams, far from being mere fragments of the subconscious, have often been God's chosen method of communicating profound truths to His people. For the chosen, these dreams are not random but sacred messages that carry divine significance, offering insight into their calling and God's greater plans. Consider Joseph, whose life was forever changed by his dreams. In Genesis 41, his ability to interpret dreams not only foretold his rise to power, but also saved nations from famine. Joseph's dreams were not personal indulgences, they were God's revelation of a greater purpose. Similarly, Daniel's night visions, as described in Daniel 2:19 through 23, unveiled mysteries that shaped the future of Israel and revealed God's sovereign hand over the affairs of nations. These dreams were not fleeting. They were transformative, guiding God's chosen servants toward their destiny. Have you ever experienced a dream so vivid, so resonant, that it lingered in your heart long after waking? Could it be that God was speaking to you, revealing a path, offering guidance, or issuing a warning? In the stillness of the night, when the chaos of the day subsides, our hearts become most receptive to God's voice. Each dream becomes a divine conversation, a holy whisper inviting us to draw closer to Him. Like Joseph and Daniel, today's chosen ones often receive dreams imbued with spiritual significance. These nocturnal encounters are not just about direction, but preparation, shaping hearts and equipping God's people to fulfill their unique, God-ordained purposes. Dreams are an invitation to listen closely and to step confidently into the plans that God has prepared, trusting in His perfect wisdom and timing. One of the most profound aspects of the Chosen's journey is the call to intercession, a holy task often placed upon them in the quiet hours of the night. These moments are far from coincidental. They are divine appointments, where God stirs the hearts of His chosen with an unshakable urge to pray for others. Have you ever been awakened suddenly, your spirit burdened with a name or situation that seemed to come from nowhere? These are not random thoughts, but sacred invitations to partner with God in His redemptive work. Moses offers a powerful example of intercession in Exodus 32. When the Israelites sinned, Moses stood in the gap between God's judgment and His people, pleading for mercy. His prayers were not mere acts of faith, but expressions of love and responsibility. Through Moses' intercession, God relented, sparing the nation from destruction. This moment highlights the incredible role of an intercessor, someone who aligns their heart with God's, standing in prayer for others, seeking divine intervention, guidance, or breakthrough. For the chosen, these moments of intercession are not just about the people they pray for. They are transformative for the intercessor as well. Each prayer deepens their intimacy with God, aligning their desires more closely with His. As they bear the burdens of others, the chosen develop a heart of compassion and a greater sensitivity to God's will. Intercession is also a powerful tool for change. The prayers of the chosen can shape destinies, bring healing, and influence spiritual outcomes that extend far beyond what is visible. Whether they are praying for individuals, families, or even nations, these prayers carry divine weight. Have you felt the tug to pray for someone, even when you didn't understand why? Consider it a divine assignment, a holy opportunity to participate in God's work. Through intercession, the chosen step into their calling, not just as prayer warriors, but as co-laborers with God in His kingdom. Each prayer builds bridges of hope, mercy, and transformation, drawing both the intercessor and those they pray for closer to the heart of God. In the quiet of the night, when the noise of the day fades away, the chosen often find themselves drawn into deep reflection. These moments are not driven by guilt or regret, but by a desire to align more closely with God's purpose. Have you ever laid awake, replaying the events of your day, questioning whether your actions, thoughts, and choices reflected God's will? These reflections are not mere musings. They are sacred pauses, opportunities to seek clarity, growth, and deeper intimacy with the Creator. King David, known as a man after God's own heart, modeled this practice of introspection. In Psalm 139, verses 23 to 24, he prayed, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." David's request wasn't born of fear, but of a longing to draw closer to God's guidance and to refine his heart for greater alignment with divine purposes. For the chosen, reflection is a refining fire. It burns away distractions and reveals areas in their lives that may need realignment with God's will. These moments of self-examination are not about condemnation, but transformation. They offer a chance to shed the weight of worldly concerns and refocus on the things that truly matter, walking in faith, serving others, and fulfilling their divine calling. Through reflection, the chosen grow in their understanding of God's desires, shedding distractions and realigning their hearts with His purpose. These moments are refining fires, shaping them into vessels ready for greater service. One of the most profound blessings the chosen experience is the supernatural peace of God that steadies their hearts, even in the face of overwhelming turmoil. Philippians 4:7 beautifully describes it as the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding. This peace is not derived from the absence of challenges or the resolution of difficulties. Instead, it flows from the unshakable assurance of God's presence, a constant reminder that no matter the storm, He remains in control. Consider the story of Daniel in the lion's den. Surrounded by hungry lions and facing what seemed like certain death, Daniel rested in the steadfast protection of God. By human logic, fear and despair should have consumed him, yet he was calm and unwavering in his faith. This peace defied understanding because it came not from Daniel's circumstances, but from the deep trust he had in God's faithfulness. For the chosen, this peace is a hallmark of their journey. It anchors their hearts during life's fiercest battles and strengthens their resolve to keep moving forward. It reminds them that while their circumstances may be uncertain, God's promises never waver. This divine peace doesn't eliminate the pain or difficulty of the moment but transforms how it is endured, turning fear into trust and despair into hope. Have you ever experienced a moment when, despite everything falling apart around you, your heart remained inexplicably calm? That is the peace of God at work, a gift available to all who trust in Him. For the chosen, this peace is not only a comfort, but a testimony of God's abiding presence, a supernatural strength that empowers them to walk boldly through the trials of life, confident in the one who holds their future. As the first rays of dawn pierce the darkness, the chosen experience a profound renewal that transforms the trials of the night into sources of strength, clarity, and divine purpose. The struggles of the quiet hours, whether they involve spiritual battles, fervent prayers, or moments of introspection, are not meaningless. Instead, they become the foundation for a deeper connection with God and greater preparedness for the day ahead. Lamentations 3:22-23 offers a beautiful reassurance of this truth. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Each sunrise serves as a divine reset, a gentle yet powerful reminder of God's unwavering faithfulness. His love and mercy are not just concepts. They are daily realities that refresh the spirit and empower the chosen to walk boldly in their calling. The trials of the night, while often challenging, serve a higher purpose. They refine the chosen like gold in fire, burning away impurities and distractions to reveal a spirit more attuned to God's will. Whether through whispered prayers, victories in spiritual warfare, or quiet moments of self-reflection, the night becomes a sacred space for growth. These struggles equip the chosen with wisdom, fortitude, and spiritual insight, preparing them for the opportunities and challenges that await them in the day ahead. Consider how the night's trials clarify purpose. The prayers offered in desperation become fuel for hope. The victories won in spiritual warfare become testimonies of God's power. The moments of introspection lead to repentance, renewal, and a clearer understanding of God's desires. Through it all, the chosen emerge not weary, but strengthened, ready to face the day with fresh resolve. Each morning brings with it a chance to realign with God's purpose. The dawn is not merely the start of another day. It is a sacred reminder of God's sufficiency. His grace sustains, His strength empowers, and His love endures. For the chosen, this realization transforms the morning into a time of recommitment to their calling. Have you felt the quiet power of a new morning after a night of struggle? The chosen know that no matter how dark the night may seem, God's faithfulness remains. Each sunrise is an invitation to trust Him more deeply, to walk forward with confidence, and to embrace the divine opportunities He has prepared. As darkness fades and light breaks forth, let each morning remind you that God's mercies are endless, His love is steadfast, and His purpose for your life is unshakable. Step into the day with confidence, for the struggles of the night have prepared you to rise and fulfill your God-given destiny. To be chosen by God is both a profound privilege and an immense responsibility. The nights of God's chosen ones are far from ordinary. They are sacred spaces where divine activity unfolds, shaping and refining them for the calling placed on their lives. Whether through spiritual battles, vivid dreams, heartfelt intercession, or deep reflection, the chosen are being molded into vessels prepared to fulfill God's extraordinary purpose. If this message resonates with you, I encourage you to take a moment tonight to pause and reflect on your journey. Allow God to speak to your heart, to guide your thoughts, and to strengthen your spirit. Remember, no matter how isolating or challenging the path may feel, you are never truly alone. Each sleepless night, every challenge you endure, and each divine encounter is part of God's intricate plan to prepare you for something far greater than you can imagine. Let every night be a sacred opportunity to draw closer to Him. Let every morning be a fresh step toward the destiny He has lovingly crafted for you. His steadfast love and renewed mercies await you with each sunrise, offering the strength you need to walk boldly in faith. Thank you for joining this journey and for being part of this community of faith. Your presence here is deeply appreciated. If this message has inspired or encouraged you, I invite you to subscribe to this channel to continue exploring God's Word and His purpose for your life. Don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who might need a reminder of God's faithfulness. Your support, whether through comments, sharing, or other acts of kindness, helps spread the light of God's truth to those who need it most. Together, let us walk in faith, trusting that God is shaping us for His glory. May His blessings overflow in your life.